And I will
Go ahead and now start, you reviewed it.
Okay, I will now call the meeting to order. It was scheduled for 2 o'clock. It is now a few seconds after that. And statement. On May 18th, 2021, the Lake County Board of Commissioners passed a resolution of intent to adopt a proposed zoning text amendment to the Upper West Shore zoning regulations. The passing of the resolution of intention was publicly noticed in the May 27 and June County Leader, with the first publishing starting a 3-day comment period. If the amendment is adopted, the text amendments would allow commercial use limited to outdoor recreational activities on properties within District C, provided the primary entrance into the recreational adventure area or activities is within 500 feet of the way of Highway 93 as a conditional use. Subject area impacted by the proposed amendments include Subdistrict C, located within Town Site 25 North, West, and consists of portions of Section 4, of Sections 5, 6, 7, and 8, portions of 9, 16, and all of Section 17, 18, and 21. The comments we considered in this time period came off of the last completed assessment roll of the county as the listed owners. And so at that point, I will to the other two commissioners for comments.
Yeah, I think I'll comment as soon as somebody makes a motion to do something.
Okay, well, we have taken all kinds of public comment. It was open to the general public to start with, and we got thousands of comments. If you count the petition with 136,000 or 36,000 signatures, and comment period was restricted to the individuals in the sections I just read off. So with that, I would entertain a motion on the amendment.
Go ahead.
Well, I guess then before I would make a motion, I would make a few comments. This has been really an interesting ride in my years as commissioners. We've only had one other incident or topic has generated this much public comment, and we appreciate all the people that came in. Comments were quite good. A lot of them were, of course, repetitive of other folks that brought to our attention, but people just taking the time to comment is important. We had only one or two comments in the amendment proposal, and so almost all of the were against the commissioner approving this amendment. As a commissioner, I felt like we took the process to completion. We started with a proposal that the Weddles brought forward. It went to our planning department. It went to the Lake County Public Planning Board. It came to the commissioners in the recommendations from the planning board. We had the public hearing that Commissioner Barron referred to. We then took comment from those folks in Subdistrict C, which I personally felt was important because we had gotten so much comment from all over the place, and getting the comment from just those folks in Subdistrict C was important to me. And again, that comment was overwhelmingly opposed to approving the text amendment. I think it was about 76% of the people said no, don't approve it. the argument was made that, the Weddles bought the property knowing that it wasn't zoned commercial, and that I think is true. But once they became a property owner, then the opportunity to present a text amendment to bring that forward became their right to do that. And so once they brought that forward, then I felt like we needed to finish the process. Start it, take all the public comment, get the recommendations, hear from the planning board, hear from the public, and carry it to completion, which is where we are today. We're finally at the finish of the process. I think most of the comments that were generated, I think, there was a way to mitigate a lot of the problems that would come up if this proposal was approved. I think the noise, the light, the fire, the emergency services, there's ways that those could have been addressed. The big one that I kept coming back to was the traffic. There's all of you have witnessed what's happened to the traffic in Lake County and Western Montana in just this summer. We had traffic backed up from almost Pablo to Ronan, 2 lanes moving a mile an hour. And from coming north from Missoula, we had people backed up 5 or 6 miles out of Ronan going 1 or 2 miles an hour. The same thing farther north. So the traffic has become, I don't want to say horrendous, but it's a real issue. And we talked to the Montana Department of Transportation yesterday, and they don't have a plan to mitigate it, or the money, or the engineers, or anything else. So the traffic problem, in my opinion, in the future is here to stay. It's not going to go away. We don't know how many new people have come to Lake County in the past year and a half. We're just guesstimating, but it's significant. So my decision was based on, one, the public comment overwhelmingly asked us not to approve it. And I don't think there's a solution to the traffic issues. I would like to think that there might be, but I don't think there is. And I don't think the Montana Department of Transportation sees any kind of a solution. So with that said, I would make a motion to not move forward with the resolution of intention to approve the text amendment.
Motion's been made. Is there a second?
I would second that.
There's been a motion made and seconded. I think Gail has covered things well, but the comments that we received this time, 47, 48 comments, they were thoughtful and they were courteous. And we really respect that and appreciate that. That's what we really pay attention to. When you get a bunch of them that are just making smart remarks off the wall, you don't put a lot of weight on those. But these comments were very thoughtful, and I appreciated that a lot. If this passed, they might be able to mitigate the issues, but it would take years to accomplish it. I don't know if they could. The big issue for me is traffic. Like Gail said, we've met with the state. Just yesterday, the state, some officials with the state was here, and we've got a real problem in Western Montana, and they don't know how we're going to address it. As bad as Polson is, it can take you 45 minutes to go 8 blocks in Polson on weekends, and that's not even enough to be nominated for anything for at least 10 years. Money's a big issue. They don't have any, and it's going to take a long, long time. And that weighs heavily into my thought process too, especially as a ex-sheriff and 30-year law enforcement person. So with that, all in favor of denying the motion or in favor of Gail's motion?
Aye.
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 Yeah.